We're live. Surprise.
Hello.
Hey, starting one podcast. It's Reality of Christopher, and we're doing Real Side. Whose side? Real Housewives of Orange County. Get your shit together, Krista. Let me turn Instagram on. Yay, it still worked. And I have live with Erin D, Smiling with Erin D. So please go subscribe to our channel. I'm pretty sure by now because we're a couple minutes late. Amir probably put your channel link in there, or somebody probably put your channel link in there for us. But yeah, we're back to talk about Real Housewives of Orange County. And
They've been chatting away.
have they? Let me see who's here.
Yes.
Kathy. Hey, Kath. Oh yeah. Oh, Kath, you're a mod. Good. Hi everyone. Okay.
Kathy looks good in blue.
Oh, I'm like, her picture's up.
No, because her letters are in blue now. She's a mod.
I never knew what a wrench meant until one day I had one, and I was like, I have a wrench. What is a wrench? What do you mean? What give you a wrench? What's a wrench? But all right. I feel like this episode was a filler episode.
It was, but it had some good points. It was funny. It was fun to see the girls all playing together.
It was. I mean, I like the fact that we barely saw Alrxis.
Yeah. What were your thoughts on that? Like, do you think that Tamara, who's now friends with her, should have invited her to the Traders Party? Or do you think that it was more right that she protected Shannon?
I think that she egged Alrxis on up until the season started, and then realized that the fan base was not really feeling for Alrxis, because you know how like she can put feelers out because she's a podcaster, and I think that she decided, or even the cast was not feeling this whole Alrxis thing, and then she's like, oh shit, I'm going to jump ship and screw Alrxis over, and everybody's like siding with Shannon now, and I need to I really feel like she felt the heat, and she just goes with whatever the wind blows and whatever I guess she assumes that the rest of us are going to think. But I mean, What do you think?
Well, that's pretty impressive because, I mean, after all, they're recording this months before we're going to see it, and she has to guess what the audience is thinking. So I think it's really impressive that she guessed that Shannon's going to be the one everybody's signing with.
I mean, I feel like at least I'm pleasantly surprised at this entire season as it is. I'm actually like feeling like I like the season. I don't even have anything negative to say about it except for Tamara, but I like the trajectory that everybody's going with it because people are rallying around Shannon. And I do feel like now, like hearing her talk a little bit more, that she has learned her lesson. And I do feel like Tamara did the right thing by not inviting Alrxis, because she still is just really a friend of anyway, right?
She really is. She didn't get the orange. She is just...
Remind me of Katie's a friend of. I forget.
Who?
Is Katie a friend of the new girl?
No, she's a housewife. She has an orange. She's in the picture.
Oh, okay.
And I think she should be, because she's really going for Heather in an interesting way. Like, she's not backing down, but she's still being a housewife that she's working with her. So,
I also feel like she was set up by Gina.
Do you think she was set up?
Yeah. I think that Gina set Katie up with this whole Heather thing. Like, just you put it in your back pocket. And I think same thing with Tamara, when they both realized that the zeitgeist was not really falling for what they're selling, and like, oh shit, like even my cast is not falling for what I'm doing. Like, and they both jumped ship. They're like, oh, this isn't working. Like, because I don't think Tamara can afford to have another flop season where like people don't vibe with what she's selling. You know, like, because it was horrible going after Jen. And I mean, apparently she goes after again now that we've seen the trailer for the rest of the season. But I mean,
but do you blame her?
No. Do I blame Tamara?
I mean, we're going to find a lot out about Ryan.
But listen, I said this whole time. I feel like Ryan has been working with the feds. Whenever this thing broke, he was working with the feds. And so they're safe anyway. And I just think it's none of Tamara's business or Eddie's business to call their friends out on whatever business they have going on in their personal life.
Really? Because I'm interested in you saying that after the whole Erica Jane thing, where you thought Erica Jane should have told us stuff.
Oh, no,
Isn't that like a double standard? Like, she had to come out and tell us stuff, but Ryan doesn't?
Yeah, but see,
Ryan's
Ryan,
girlfriend.
it wasn't put out into the whole thing yet. As soon as it gets done, as soon as it breaks, she can say, yeah, he was working with the feds, because they're going to find out anyway. But it's not up to them to be like, or like right before this all breaks, before this even breaks in the news, for her to say, hey, guess what? This is going to come out. I'm working with my husband, or Ryan's working with the feds. That's how we can afford the shit. We got caught. And
But that means he was a criminal first, and he's like trying to get his sentence reduced by working with the feds. He did do something bad.
Yeah, but you know what? Like he probably has no. He's looking at a lot of time if he doesn't work with the feds. But
I'm not saying he's. I think he should work with them, but I'm just saying he then is guilty. Should he be on our TV?
Yeah.
We're saying that we don't want the Jen Shaws. We don't want the Teresa guilty stuff anymore. Why do we want Ryan?
He's just a bookie, though. I mean,
so there are levels of criminals allowed on our TV.
I forget that they're illegal. I forgot that bookies were illegal because my whole family is one. I forget it's illegal because nobody really cares. But like when you can't transfer $27 million for the person that's gambling and stealing the money. I mean, I'm not the criminal that got caught. So like, I wouldn't work with the feds, but I'm just saying, like, I don't have a family. Like he has Jen, he has a family now. Like, I feel like his criminal activity started a long time ago, and this dude got caught, and he just happens to be his best friend. And it's either him or you, dude. If literally when they look at you and they say it's either them or you, like, thank God I didn't have to do that. My dad did.
But does it make it any more right having them on the TV? Because we're saying we don't want criminals on the TV, and then we're like, okay, come on, Ryan. Like, I'm just saying. Like,
I mean, I don't want Jen Shaw on the TV for others.
Yes,
I don't mind Erica anymore. I've waved white flag last year. Remember, I waved it. I was like, I'm done. She can have it. You win, Erica. You didn't know. You can stay. Because like at this point, I'm like.
And I mean, the case is just proving more and more that she really just was the wife that knew nothing. When we saw the criminal case, kind of. Yeah, she really was the wife, like, just worried about when her credit card ran. She didn't worry about what was making the paying the bills.
I mean, yeah.
And some women are like that. They just, as long as their credit card's working, they're not asking any questions.
I'm such a control freak. I'm so afraid that Georgia's gonna start working with somebody and like.
But you have a past that would make you think that way. She didn't come from a past that would make her think that way. We are all built on our own history, and that's what makes
there was 200 complaints to the state bar. I mean, come on, she knew.
Yeah, but she's not gonna look. I wouldn't look.
Well, you're not married to. I mean, all right.
So, yeah, but you're not gonna look. You're not the. She's not the lawyer. She's not.
I could be lying. Maybe he's not working with the feds. I don't know.
Yeah, I think time will tell with Ryan. I'm not willing to let him off the hook yet. I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm not letting him off the hook. I'm just kind of glad. I'm just glad that he's not going to prison and leaving her high and dry, and she gets totally screwed again. Because I feel like finally she met somebody, and then he was probably like, God darn it, I met somebody I love, and now I got it. Now I'm a criminal, and I gotta like.
See, you know? I feel differently about this. I think she should go find somebody else.
Really?
Ryan's obviously not a good person because he could do that to all those people. Like, I don't know how that we're like, oh, the standard.
You know what it is? I mean, he's not really stealing from anybody. I mean, not really stealing from anybody. He was washing the money. He was just washing his own stupid money. They were illegal gambling. He was illegal gambling. So he was stealing from like the baseball people or like the baseball commission, I guess. I don't know.
Still stealing from people. There are still people that work for that business.
Don't feel bad for stealing from the government.
Yeah, you feel like I don't know. I'm going to judge Ryan off of Ryan's actions coming forward, but I'm not letting him off the hook yet.
Oh, I know. I mean, he deserves. Listen, he deserves to get like a lot. Like I don't think she knew until after it was all said and done.
No, I really don't think. No, because she didn't know anything about her husband's finances. No. Why is she going to know about her fiance's? I'm sorry.
I know, and she said, I don't know what he does. I mean, but he could just have family money. He could just have mortgage money. But I mean, when you're best friends with the guy that got caught, like, wow. I mean, come on. Like, I know what people I know, you know. She knew.
Okay.
I mean, whatever. The thing is, thank God that he's not going to prison. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he still is. Listen, the whole thing is, if he does rat or turn state's evidence, they have to literally convict him, and like everything he says has to be true, or his shit gets like it. So he could still like, I don't know, things could still not work out in his favor.
So, are you on Jennifer's side going to start? Because we don't know any of the facts yet. Going into this fight, are you on Jennifer's side or Tamara's side?
Jen's.
You are really
like, because Tamara's just a stupid person. Like she just.
I'm on Tamara's side.
Because she's not a good friend to Jen, so it's like she wasn't a good friend with her to begin with. So she just takes, just like with Shannon, she takes every opportunity to put her down. Everything that goes wrong in her life, she doesn't stick by her friend. She just goes against them. Like,
yeah, but I don't think it's her going against a friend. I think she hasn't liked Ryan since the beginning. She's questioned his motive. She's questioned his character.
What's his motives?
And what?
What are his motives? He's not making money off the show.
Oh no, she's not blaming the show. She's thinking he's a bad guy for her friend.
But like, what's his motives to like? What would he be using her for? Like, what would he be?
No, like, some people just want the trophy wife on their arm. He's using her for a trophy.
Oh well, I mean, she's pretty. She's beautiful.
Yeah, and she is beautiful. That's my point. Like, Tamara's trying to watch out for her friend and saying, this isn't a good guy. You deserve better. I don't think we can blame Tamara for wanting the best for her friend. Now, does Tamara go about it wrong? Sure. But going into this fight, I'm going to give Tamara the benefit of the doubt. I'm sure she's going to go too far, but I'm ready to see where Tamara goes into this openly.
Side you're going, because I am not on Tamara's side.
So we're not on the same side again.
Okay. So how about the Katie and Heather debacle?
I'm on Heather's side.
Or about Katie? You couldn't remember who Katie was.
I do know who Katie was.
Should Heather forgive Katie and be her friend?
I'm on Heather's side because I'm sorry.
No.
Katie's text message proved nothing. It was just her friend's opinion. It didn't have like the text message that Heather had sent the paparazzi or anything. That was nothing. That was not a receipt. I'm sorry, Katie. As soon as you showed that text message, I was like, oh, this girl has nothing. I'm not on her side.
Yeah, I'm like, that's your receipt?
That's not a receipt.
That's not Heather's going, hey, paparazzi, come to my Disney. That would be a receipt. Hey, Kat, that would be a receipt.
Exactly.
But see, and Shannon also not Shannon, Gina screwed that up because Gina really, I believe, sent Katie in to do that and was like, here, Katie, this is what you can use for a storyline. And then, abort mission, Gina's like, oh crap, like this is like not working out. Like it's not working out. And I think that Gina set Katie up, and same thing with see that Heather also she was not friends with Katie to begin with. So if this is the first thing you're trying to do to me, and we're not even friends, we're never going to be friends. Like, I don't forgive you. No. I don't really at all. I don't forgive at all. But I mean, like, I don't know.
Did you see Kathy's comment? Aaron versus Krista. Oh, love you both to pieces. We're not against each other, but we just don't happen to agree.
Sometimes we just don't agree. She's funny, but she's funny when she's not, like, telling her friend she's an alcoholic and screaming to people to pay your bills, and I don't know. Like, the whole thing with them making up, and Vicki's like, I want the Trace Amigos. Like, she's hanging on for dear life to Trace Amigos. It's not happening, Vicki. But okay, so Shannon has to get a new car.
Did make money. I'll give why Vicki's holding on. Vicki likes her.
But she's so rich that she doesn't really. Vicki, but see, you know what? That's the fun part about Vicki is she admits, I like the clout. I like to be famous. I like being known. Like, if I would probably, that would be me. I'd be like, yeah, no, you know, like I would hang on for dear life if I was Vicki too. But like, at least she's not being annoying.
I would too. Plus, I think
she's so calm down.
I think
like
she's having fun with the Trace Amigos. It's not even just about the money with Vicki. I think she legit was having a good time. Yeah. And so why wouldn't you want to hold on to something she's making money at and having a good time? I'd be holding on to that thing for dear life too.
I mean,
thank you, Kathy.
Yeah. What, Kathy? Whose side are you on? Now you
Kathy said, Aaron, you're the sweetest and Krista is hilarious.
That's just a nice way of saying Chris is the glass half full or glass half empty. See, I can't even say it the right way. All right, so Shannon not taking the. I mean, she shouldn't have had to lose her license, but I still feel like she should have went to rehab or some kind of outpatient, more of an outpatient thing, and not drink ever again. But again, people probably drink as much as her and they don't get caught. But again, she's also in the spotlight, and she hit a house and broke a lot of bones. A lot of bones, and totaled her car. By the way, the way that she makes this sound is like it sounded like she tapped this house, went and parked her car, got out.
She said she totaled her car.
I'm saying, like, in the very beginning, it was like, oh yeah, she just hit a house, and it was like she just got, she parked her car and then she decided to pretend she was walking the dog. She was legit injured, bleeding, bloody, like broken eyeball socket, broken arm, like all kinds of broken bones.
I think that was the media. I never heard Shannon say anything like that because every time I've ever heard Shannon, the media, yes.
Yeah.
Shannon, however, was always like, I messed up. Now, she might not have gone into great detail, but she kept saying, I messed up. Like,
it wasn't just, she didn't just tap this house and keep going. Like, she totaled her car. She broke her bones. Like, it's not like, and she should have went away or something. She should never drink again, because I know that's an accident, but like, you also, with all that just happened, still decided to lie to the cops in your drunken state. To me, like, and then him letting her drive. I'm never going to get behind John Jansen. I'm going to call Jugs Jansen. That's what we're going to have to call them, Jugs Jansen from now. So instead of having to say them both, because I feel like they're one of the same, it's Jugs Jansen from now on. That is their.
Well, that's going to be her name eventually. Mary from X. Don't forget about Archie. That's a great point.
That's the thing. Archie's in the car too. So like all of that, and you tell me your freaking dog's okay. I don't think he is. I think he's traumatized. He's never going to tell us that, but like, he loves his mom. But like, I mean, that's why animals.
No, maybe he didn't realize what happened. We don't know.
I hope he wasn't even a vet. Like, I hope he was just. I hope he. You know what? They love us unconditionally, so they don't care when we fuck up. That's the best part about our animals. But like, it's a shame that she almost probably he could have gotten hurt, because dogs don't wear seatbelts.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't ever take my animals. I am petrified with now my 6 cats in this house. 6, not 5, 6. I went from 4 to 6 in like 2 days, and George is home babysitting right now. But so literally, like, she broke her arm, and she also broke her eye, like her eye, whatever. She had a black eye, but she also broke the socket of her eye. Well, it was a lot. Like, Vicki went down the line, was like, yeah, this, and I was like, this was just last week. But
Vicki has been a very good friend to Shannon, sticking by her, staying loyal, really holding her hand through this. I think Vicki is a great person for doing that, and I don't think we give Vicki enough credit sometimes, but I do want to shout out how great of a friend she's been to Shannon. Thank you, Vicki, for sticking by your friend, even in the hardest time of her life. You've shown your character, your true character, and that is a loyal person who doesn't beat on her friend when she's down. I'm not saying that she shouldn't have got told what was wrong, and I think Vicki did. She's not afraid to tell Shannon she messed up, but she's also not going to make Shannon feel like she's dirt. So I appreciate that. Hi, Danny.
And I'm so glad that she's on the show and they're letting her film. Like, she's not a friend of or anything, but she feels like she is, and it's like she's doing this because she is literally Shannon's friend. And obviously she loves the show, but she loves you could tell she really loves Shannon. She really does.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad to see, like, that's, if I'm going to look at the overall trajectory of all of the friendships between the three of them, I feel like they have the best, the healthiest out of both, between Tamara and Vicki, Tamara and Shannon, Tamara, you know what I mean? I just feel like Tamara's nobody's friend, and I don't like her and Vicki just making up with her her and Shannon making up with her is just because it's better to keep the peace at this point, because you have to work with her. Yeah. But the whole with Katie and Heather,
you think it will last through the season?
No, I think that Vicki will last with Shannon, but Tamara, no.
Okay, I was just curious if you were.
No, and I mean, I didn't hear anything either, but like, I just feel like she just takes the first opportunity she can. As soon as production tells her to go after Shannon again, she will. You see, that's the thing. Like, Tamara will never really get fired, probably, unless we call for it. Like, really, really call for it. She does something really, really bad, because she is a producer's dream. She does anything they say.
Yeah.
Or she gets some stuff to do it, but it always works for her.
Yeah.
A producer stream.
Now, the big fight of the episode, or the underlying fight of, well, really behind OC, is Teddy and Vicki.
Oh,
and I cannot wait to find out whose side are you on.
Not Teddy. Freddie, you mean Freddie? She jumped out of the freaking purse. She jumped out of her purse. I'm not on her side at all. Why do they insist on making her the MC of everything? Like, just to get her there, Come on, Tamara. Like, she's probably begging Tamara for any job possibility. Give me anything. Do anything I can be involved in.
I thought she did great at the Traders.
First of all, who, Tamara?
No, Teddy.
Oh, she's going?
She's at the Traders thing, like right now,
God.
this episode.
Oh, God. Oh, doing the Traders. I thought you meant like, okay, no, she's not on Traders. Okay, she's not on Traders. See, I didn't see Traders, so I'm all like, I don't know what's happening. I have to watch it still. But like, I'm so glad that Tamara left early. But that is funny. But she did a good job, yeah. But I don't like her. I mean, it was funny what she said to Vicki. But you're not a housewife either, lady. So.
But she's not claiming to be a housewife.
I know.
Vicki's still really. I think that was like so low, but so funny at the same time.
Well, look, you were there for 1 year. You had one season, and Vicki had 15. So
she had more than one season. She had 3, I think.
I think she had one was full time, and then the other 2 were like friend of. And
no, she was every time she was on. She was a housewife. She never became a friend of. You kept saying she should be a friend of. Doesn't make it so.
Are you sure?
Yeah, pretty sure.
My timeline, she wasn't, okay.
And yes, but that's because when she was on the show, you're like, she should be a friend of. That doesn't.
I want her to leave. I want her to go, please. Please go. Why does she keep coming back?
I love Teddy.
I've never met anybody that refuses to be canceled. She refuses to be canceled.
She's one of the best podcasters out there. If you look at Spotify and Apple's list, 2 T's in a pod. That's amazing.
But she's got Tamara. Her number. I'm not going to say anything about numbers because I wish somebody would. Somebody sent me this slate. I mean, it's like I wish I never saw it.
Okay, don't look at it.
I just wish I never saw it because I'm obsessed with it now.
Oh Jesus!
It's just crazy. It's so nosy. Like, people are so nosy, and then like,
yeah.
Now I'm nosy. All right, so I look sorry. So the scene. All right, now.
Oh, see, reality constable. She was on 8, 9, and 10, right? Yeah, she was on 3 seasons. 8, 9, and 10.
Okay. Whatever. Freddie Mellencamp's John Mellencamp's daughter. Like, come on. But like, she's not any longer, so there's a reason for it. She's not a good
I think she is a great person, just not a great housewife.
That's the thing. She's not a mean girl, so she looks dumb trying to be a mean girl.
I don't think she was trying to be a mean girl. I think she was trying to be funny, and Teddy is funny. That's why we're all that.
Brandy, no, the whole Brandy, or Brandy and Denise and that whole thing. But she was being. I'm not talking about now.
But I mean, I think she's being true to who she is now. So that's why when she said that line to Vicki, it was funny. You have to admit, you thought that was funny when she said it.
It was funny.
Because she's funny. She's not mean. So that's why she can get away with those little digs. Because
I think freaking MC at a thing that nobody wanted her at.
I wanted her at it. So not true. I wanted her.
Well, maybe you should be on Traders then. You would be a faithful.
If I met Teddy, I would be like, I love you. I'm glad you're not a housewife anymore because I like who she is on that podcast she does with Tamara because she's true to who she is.
I don't even.
She's not a housewife. She's not mean enough.
No, not at all. No, it was like,
which is great. I wouldn't want to be mean enough to be a housewife either.
In life, it's great. Yeah, in life, it's wonderful.
Exactly. I think that's what we can do. We can appreciate Teddy for the person she is and be glad that she's no longer a housewife.
We can go away though, and we can appreciate her. I can appreciate her. I can appreciate her without jumping out in front of the camera all the time. She's not even.
She doesn't. We just see her here and there.
I swear, her legs were hanging out of Tamara's purse last week. I swear I saw it. I swear her legs were hanging out of Tamara's purse. She tried. She tries all the time. What did you think about the Katie with her daughter and her? I guess it's her husband. It's not the daughter's dad, so it's her stepdad. But I love that scene with her daughter, her daughter becoming Anjanella because it's her stepdad, and like calling that. I loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it.
I think her daughter is so sweet, but Katie saying that she wants her daughter to meet Tamara's daughter, I was like, yeah, they might have the father thing in common, but I can't see them being best friends. They're very different personalities.
I know.
One's bubbly and happy, and the other one is just,
emo.
She just is. Her personality is just more factual, more like straightforward. Yeah. And I don't always know that the straightforward goes with the bubbly. So I'm not sure. Yeah. Maybe I'm wrong though. And I hope I am.
What two kids don't talk to? So she's like, I feel bad that two of his kids don't talk to him and one of them don't talk to us. So who are two of Simon's kids that I'm assuming that is two of his kids that don't talk to him would be obviously the one that's living with Tamara.
Yes.
And who else?
She had a son that doesn't talk that we saw last season.
But is he not talking to?
He said he doesn't like Simon.
But no, but Simon's kids don't. But she's like,
yeah. Now that was not her oldest son. So is not. She has two sons. And
yeah, but she met Ryan's. She met Ryan. Doesn't talk to
Simon. No. There's another.
Well, I know that. But that she said two of his kids don't talk to him, and one of our kids don't talk to me over the divorce.
No, that's what she means. Like they have, I think they have 3 or 4 children together. I think they had 3.
Yeah, they have 3 together. Yeah, but Ryan.
Yeah, and now 2 of their children are with Tamara and are on Tamara's side. They don't talk to Simon.
Oh, so they don't.
One of them. Yeah, she's talking about their 3 joint children.
That's what I meant. I was like, but wait. So I didn't know that the son didn't talk to them either. I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, the son said last season he didn't talk to his dad.
Oh, wow.
So we know the daughter and the son who have appeared on the show since they turned 18, Spencer, do not talk to Simon, and then the other daughter doesn't talk to Tamara. Yeah, which I feel terrible but it does happen in divorce, unfortunately.
But is Sydney? She's the oldest. Is she older? She's the oldest one, right? I think.
No, I think Sydney's like the middle child, because the girl we see this season is the baby, and I thought Sydney was the middle.
Spencer doesn't talk to his dad. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, see, it is Spencer. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. And Ryan's never talked to him, so wow.
And it's not Ryan's biological father, so as soon as they were divorcing, he stopped talking to Simon.
Oh yeah. Simon was an asshole. But I mean, like, listen, like I don't know. I feel bad, but I felt so sad when she said saying dad is so triggering or traumatizing. I was like, oh God, like that's, but she calls him Padre, which I like, I like Katie. I think she's cool. I'm on Heather's side with the whole thing because I feel like Katie got like, and she's still and still with Katie though. She's still trying to sell it like, oh, Heather, I'm not going to kiss your ass. Heather doesn't want you to kiss her ass. She doesn't care at all. She doesn't want you to not kiss her ass. She doesn't want you to kiss her ass. She doesn't care if you kiss her ass at all. She doesn't like you, Katie, and she's never going to like you. So it's like she doesn't want you to do anything. She wants you to leave her the hell alone. Like, just leave me alone. She's kind of like annoyed with you because like that's how you started our friendship. She's not thinking about you at all. You're thinking about it, Katie. And she's still trying to make a moment out of something that Heather's not trying to make a moment. Heather's just like, I just don't care about you. Leave me alone. Yeah. Same thing with like Taylor. Taylor came at her all drunk and wasted and retarded and stupid at the circus thing, and she's just like. Heather's like, can you just get away from me? Like, she literally was like really bad. It was like, and I don't know even what she was talking about. And Heather's like, just leave me alone. And that's how she feels about Katie. Like, look, like you were trying to do what the producers asked you to do, and that's it. Like, I just don't want to be your friend. They're always trying to go after Heather. I just feel bad. They're always trying to go after her. She belongs in Beverly Hills.
Heather?
Yes.
I don't know that Heather does belong in Beverly Hills. Everybody keeps saying this, but I can't see her fitting in with the girls in Beverly Hills. Because in OC, she's sort of like Queen Bee and stuff like that. I think she'd be the underdog in Beverly Hills.
I wonder if she's friends with Sutton, right? Or no? See, I think she's good friends with
Gina is friends with Sutton.
Oh.
So I don't know if Heather is. I know Gina and Sutton are friends.
I don't know. I just like this kiss is not her. It's like she's just showing up for work. I know, and that's nothing wrong with that. I just don't feel like it's her cup of tea, and it's not. She's not their cup of tea. she's just not an OC person. I really feel like she's so much better suited on, or if anything, like she doesn't really need the money, but I mean, she'd be better off with on Beverly Hills and making friends, other than just trying to get like literally. I mean, literally going after there's gonna be nobody left, and then she is gonna be Queen Bee because there's gonna be nobody left to go after her after everybody's already tried.
Yeah, but I just don't see her fitting in Beverly Hills. And know that everybody says that, but I just don't see it. But I could be wrong.
I'm glad everybody else does say that too, because I feel like
it's just me that doesn't.
I actually kind of forget sometimes. I do get the cast confused sometimes. I'll be like, wait, she's not, because I always forget that Teddy was actually on Beverly Hills. I always forget that. Because I was like, wait, is she on like OC? You know, and I always forget that she.
I always thought Teddy belonged on OC and not on Beverly Hills.
Definitely, she would have lasted. I think the entire time.
I think she would have fit in better on OC. So when I see her on OC, like doing the Traders thing, joking as a host, I'm like, this is where she actually belonged in the first place.
Yeah, and she's like that vibe. She's OC.
She is that vibe. She was in the wrong cast.
Yeah, and you know what?
And I think that's what made her look boring, which is why I don't think Heather will do well on Beverly Hills. They're a different kind of mean.
Yeah, but see, but I think, I don't know. I think she could walk in as Queen Bee, maybe.
I don't think she'll walk in as Queen Bee.
No. Well, Garcelle would let her. I mean, Garcelle, I think, is Queen Bee.
Because they do count IMBs on Beverly Hills, and she's not going to add up to someone like Garcelle and Lisa Reynolds had been on there and stuff like that. She's not going to last.
She's got the money and the husband who's like.
She's got the money and the husband, but she ain't got the resume.
I mean, I don't want to say anything. I mean, I'm not age shaming her, but like she's a lot older than Gina, so it doesn't feel right with their friend. Like their friendship doesn't seem equally as difficult. Like
I feel like it's almost like when you're in high school, Heather's like in the senior class and Gina's in the freshman class. She's just coming in trying to, yet Gina's been there for a long time, but they've never really balanced out. So I can see that because they just look like they're in two different grade levels. And I don't mean that as a diss to either one of them.
No, that makes sense. No, that makes sense. Remember when Garcelle called her the Gnat? I love that. and then Kathy Hilton called her hunky dory. Or somebody said she seems like it was a hunky dory. I loved it. I know that's the craziest thing that nobody knows. I obviously know who John Cougar Mellencamp is. You know, Jack and Diane. Well, how much? You're not much older. I mean, am I much older than you? Am I?
No, you're not that much older than me.
Yeah.
You're only
that was the 80s. So like, I mean, I think my sister, maybe a little bit younger, knows this, but like, I don't even think people in Freddie's age bracket know who her dad is really. Because that was actually a 70s song, really. Jack and Diane's the only song I think I can remember. Anyway,
but it's legendary.
Yes, I still love that song. I love it. It really reminds me of my childhood. But Teddy, she's always just around. Does she? See, I feel like I feel like I don't know why, but I never hear. I actually always forget that's her dad. Like I always forget it's her dad unless I say her name in it. But like I do forget. But I'm surprised that he never showed up because like he really liked the show and liked watching her on it. And I really wish I would have been liking it more if we would have seen him and Meg Ryan more. Like because he was with Meg Ryan at the time, and that would have been awesome to watch him watch her and like his dynamic with her be on the show. That would have gave us more. Unless we never saw anything with her home life because
her home life has some drama. I love the mayor's comment, ladies. We ain't young viewers anymore.
It's a shame.
When I started watching this, I was in my 20s.
I know. I remember I was going to a Bruce Springsteen concert, and it was like, I don't know, 2011 or something. So I was only like my 30s, and I was in Wawa, and the girl was really young at the register, and she asked me where we were going, told her where I was going. She goes, "Who?" I was like, Bruce Springsteen.
I know. I hate that.
I was like, God. Oh my, wow! And I'm old enough that people don't know who Bruce Springsteen. Like people that are like old enough to be they're working next to me don't know who Bruce Springsteen is. That's crazy. But anyway, there was another fight. What am I missing? There's another fight.
No, this really wasn't. That's why you kept calling it the filler episode. There were no fights besides Teddy pushing Tamara into the pool.
Yeah, I do think this season, the thing that we saw, the trailer coming up, looks really good.
I will tell the audience something. Krista didn't know that this would even be a half-hour long episode because this episode just wasn't it wasn't full of meat.
No, and my brain was not. No, I watched it twice and I was like, why am I not remembering? And I had notes, but I'm just like, that's boring.
Because it was a fun episode to watch, but there's not much meat to it.
No,
but it was a cute episode. Good. I love the trader stuff, but it wasn't full of juice.
You guys are probably so jealous that I have never seen Traders and I'm about to watch probably. I know people are like, I'm so jealous. Did you get to watch all 2 seasons started? Like, I'm like, I know, I get to watch from the very beginning. I heard it's like so addicting and amazing, but I'm going to watch it right before the premiere of the one that's whatever one's about the premiere.
Oh, should we let the audience know what we were discussing that you might do on your channel, like the trivia thing?
Oh my God, please remind me. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I'm trying to talk Krista. So we have a couple weeks before Salt Lake, and I have some trivia for Salt Lake. So I'm trying to convince her to let me come on her channel and do trivia for everybody, and we can do Salt Lake before they premiere the Salt Lake thing. We'll just do a trivia of Real Housewives of Salt Lake before. What does everybody think? And please put comments below, especially now and in the replay crew, so that Krista knows that she wants to do this with me. Just saying.
We'll do it. Because I was like, I know Wednesday, I was like, and this is another issue. It's airing on a Wednesday. It's hard to do it when it doesn't air until that night. It's like to wait a whole week to talk about. So I think we're gonna have to make Monday Salt Lake. But for the next 2 weeks, we'll do that trivia. Because it's going to be 2 weeks until we're able to talk about it.
Yeah. Now next week I work, but the week after on Wednesday I'm off, so we
whatever you want to do. We can do it a different day, but I mean, and I just got caught up on Platteville, but I know there's got to be another franchise thing. I feel. God bless you. I know. I was just telling George my first cassette tape in 9th grade was Pearl Jam, Wet. No, that was oh my God, Wet. Slippery When Wet, that's what I'm thinking Bon Jovi, but no, it was Pearl Jam, Black, or whatever one Jeremy was on. That was my first cassette tape. My first album was Bon Jovi, Slippery When Wet. And that was when I'm just old enough to start buying things like that. And that was like, I don't know, maybe I was 12 or 13. And then tapes and CDs came out. But I like 90s trivia too, 80s and 90s trivia too. I can't remember anything that happens yesterday, but I can remember everything from the 80s. I will sing. I want to do karaoke. There's a thing we can do, how we can do karaoke on here somehow, or lip syncing, something like that. We should do a trivia night and a karaoke. We'll do trivia and karaoke, like we're at a bar.
I love it.
Seriously, because that's what I do when I'm here. I don't drink.
So not next Wednesday, but the following Wednesday, we're going to do trivia for Salt Lake. I love it. It'll be fun.
It will be, because I would like to know if I remember a lot of that stuff. Yeah, definitely. I'm going to make it.
Yeah, I'm not going to let Krista see the questions.
Yeah, don't let me see them.
No, but anybody can play. So this should be really fun. I hope that everybody enjoys it. Please let us know in the comment section and in the replay crew. Are you excited about this? And are you going to be playing? Let us know.
And is there? Wow. I have not seen that, but that's exciting. So Justice News. Wow.
What is that? Is there?
Yes.
Oh.
Good. I haven't talked to Sandra in a couple of weeks, but good, because he's done a lot. It's not just again. I forget what he's done to her, but in the Hollywood media, really made some huge mistakes. But anyway, that's not on our. We're not. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna cut this short because I need prayers, guys, for my mom, and yeah, all morning I'm like, I can't do this, but I had to.
But you did a great job, and I appreciate everybody in the chat and the replay crew. We appreciate you guys so much for showing up for Krista. Please pray for Krista's mom, and just show love, hearts, and everything in the chats for Krista's mom today, okay? Thank you, everybody.
Oops, wait, I didn't try to do that one. All right, I did it wrong. Sorry, guys. I got